One of the greatest gifts in my life is to belong to you as my church family. And I give thanks to God for you. Now, here at First Presbyterian Church of Morristown, we are a wonderful congregation, and we are striving to be the people that God calls us to be. And to help us, we've adopted statements that we call our ways. These are our attempts to define our culture and to strive to create an atmosphere that honors Christ. This morning, I have a dear brother, Jim Cole, who's here to introduce our Way of the Week. Jim is an elder, a Stephen minister, a prayer leader, and a friend to so many. Welcome, brother.
The Way of the Week this week is number 9. It is pray and pray again. Pray first and pray again. Ask first for God's guidance and blessing in everything you do. Through prayer, ask for wisdom and for God's will to be done. Pray for others as well, that God's love and blessing would be revealed in them in good times and in bad. The Apostle Paul called this prayer without ceasing. The Spanish Camelot, St. John of the Cross, called it silent love, and urge us to remain in the loving attention of God. Madame Guyon, the French mystic, called it a continuous inner act of abiding. The old Quakers called it centering down, as if abiding was getting in touch with all reality. The Jesuit spiritual director Jean-Pierre Cassuet called it the sacrament of the present moment, as if each moment with God is its own Eucharist, its own movable feast. The A.W. Tozer called it habitual conscious communion and said at the heart of the Christian message is God himself waiting for his redeemed children to push into conscious awareness of his presence. Dallas Willard loved to call it the with God life. But my favorite, and the one that has had an impact on my life, is Brother Lawrence's practicing the presence of God. It is the idea that God is with us at all times, wherever we are, waiting for us to invite him into our lives. When I was about 8.5, a young man that had just graduated from seminary came to the Bible class and talked about practicing the presence of God. He said, God is always with us. He is everywhere and at all times with us. This made sense to me, and I started to talk to God to and from work or play or school. This became a habit and a life for me. So I pass this on to you and ask you to practice the presence, and before you leave today, pray for those in front, pray for those in back, pray for those on your side, pray for those on the other side. And then pray again that you might be a blessing to everyone. And then pray once more for God's presence to always be with you. Amen.